Hello, 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 and welcome to another Settlers II 10th Anniversary Edition video with me, El Amour, and today we are opening up the world, we are exploring with our ships, because today we're going to focus on the harbour. Now, a harbour is one of the most expensive, in fact it is the most expensive building in the game. First you've got to level the ground, and then you need 6 stone and 4 planks in order to make the harbour itself. It takes ages. But once it's done, up to 3 boats will come and stop at the harbour, and the builder will go in, and now you're ready to explore. Of course, in order to explore you need to provision, and so you set up an expedition by clicking on this 3rd tab in the harbour menu, and in order to set off on an expedition you're going to need a ship, check, 4 more planks and 6 more stone, because you're going to need to build another harbour on the other side. So in effect, the harbour is twice as expensive as it already was. You'll also need, of course, 1 builder. Click on this button down there to prepare the expedition and wait for your goods to come in. Our ship is loaded with supplies and we're ready to go. Well, I've got some experiments that I'd like to do, and in order to do them I need to get over to this island. So that's exactly what harbours are for. We're going to need to build a harbour right there. So we've got our boat here, and it's fully provisioned. All we do is click on it once it's got the planks and stone and the builder on board, and we click a direction for it to explore, and off it goes in that direction. And it will come to a harbour, and we click again on the boat and we say build the harbour. There we have it, and now it's being built right in front of our eyes, which is great. While we're waiting for that to get built, let's look a little bit at the harbour. It works almost exactly the same as a stockhouse. It has all the goods, it can store them. If the goods are in the harbour when they're needed to be transported by boat, they just get loaded automatically and instantaneously. So it is good to keep some goods in the harbour. Similarly with people, and you can store people in here to be distributed once again. And then there's this 3rd tab, which again is your expedition tab, and if you have stone and planks in your harbour at the time, this will just automatically get filled from within the harbour. Otherwise you'll have to transport it from somewhere else, and once you're ready to go you click prepare expedition and off you go. Exactly the same things that can be done with the stockhouses. You can force nothing to come in, you can get rid of everything that's in there, or just treat it normally. Now once a harbour is built, it doesn't have any goods in it, and it only has 1 builder and then a number of hands. And those hands, as you remember, will increase at a rate of 1 every 6 seconds until it reaches 100. The first thing you're going to want to do is build a military camp, because actually these harbours are completely defenceless. If another player comes and builds a military camp close to it, it will just be destroyed. So you need a military camp, a watchtower or something close to it to protect it. As we mentioned, there's no goods in here, and there's no leveller either. So what's going to need to happen is a leveller is going to need to get dispatched from a stockhouse, or if he's already in the harbour he can climb on board the boat straight from the harbour. And here he comes now, and he climbs on board the boat and gets taken over to the harbour, and off he jumps again, and he's now going to level the watchtower. Similarly, as soon as the builder gets there, he's going to request materials. The boat's going to bring those materials across. Notice that the boat can carry both people and materials. Now the ship is not always very intelligent. We need many planks for this. It's just gone and got the first one, and now it's going back, so boats can be quite slow. Now we've already said that boats can carry people and goods. Rafts of course can only carry goods, so we've got a barracks here on this part of the island, and no builder can get there because we've only got a waterway. The goods can get there, but no builder. So what we're going to need to do is build a road across here, and then of course the builder can get there. And he's going to start building immediately, and once he's done with this building, of course, the soldier is going to get dispatched from our stronghold, our headquarters rather. He's going to enter our harbour, because he's going to need to get transported by this boat over to this harbour, and out he comes and he's going to occupy this barracks. He can't come via the raft. Now, I had heard a rumour, and we're going to test this now, that if there's a waterway over, and you go to build a building, like a woodcutter for example, and yet the goods can't get there, then the game gets confused and the boat won't carry goods over for the woodcutter. But as we can see, that's not true. That's not true. So basically the game will prioritize the raft route if that's available, but if it's not available, then it will revert back to the boats in the harbour method. So that's good to know. One other way to test that as well, of course, is just to cut off the roads on this side and make sure that it still works. So we'll just build another woodcutter, and if this works, we should see our boat go immediately. Yeah, so the game is figuring out the best method. It will take the waterway or roadway if possible, if available, and if not, it will revert back to the boats for goods. As we remember, we can only carry people across water on these boats, not by the raft. Did you know that settlers can swim? I had never seen this before, but now I have. You have a raft guy, destroy his flag, and look, he takes a little swim to get over to the land. It's adorable. Of course, as soon as I discovered this, I had to think about how I could have our settlers have a pool party, and so they're all connected to this flag. If I destroy it, they should all go for a swim. Yep, there we are, settler pool party, and that's just delightful. It brings me so much joy. This guy is really enjoying himself. Gosh, I hope he doesn't drown. Where's he going? Oh no, I think I've killed this settler. Oh, wouldn't it be amazing if there were sharks? He is confused. He is just going for a long swim now. The settler's just on holiday. He's just like, nope, I'm not going back to work. This is it. This is my life now. I'm just going to swim. Oh no! He did. He died. Oh no! And now his bones are at the bottom of the ocean. I feel bad. And yeah. Let's never talk of this. Now, one thing I am interested in is if there's a waterway in the way, will it block the expedition? Oh man, there's going to be a collision. Oh, is it going to be death? Oh! He's okay. Okay, so it looks like ships and waterways just ignore each other, which is very lucky for this young man. So that's our focus on the harbour. I hope you've enjoyed it, hope you've learned a few things, and that this helps you to enjoy the game of Settlers II even more. Harbours open up the world for you, and I hope this video has opened up the world a little bit more. Have a lovely day.